Convicted murderer walks free. The shocking error and desperate hunt. Imagine the chilling realization. A convicted murderer, sentenced to life, is mistakenly released back onto the streets. This is the unsettling reality that unfolded in Clayton County, Georgia, sending shockwaves through the community and reigniting the pain for a grieving family. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Kathan Guzman, a man convicted of a brutal murder, was inexplicably released from the Clayton County Jail on March 27th. This egregious error stemmed from jail staff failing to recognize his murder conviction during processing. The alarming mistake was discovered on Tuesday by the vigilant Clayton County District Attorney's Office. Immediately upon realizing the gravity of the situation, the District Attorney's Office contacted Sheriff Levon Allen to alert him to Guzman's unauthorized release and whereabouts. At the time of the error, Guzman was awaiting transport to the Georgia Department of Corrections to begin serving his life sentence. The implications of his freedom were terrifying, prompting an immediate and intensive search. Kathan Guzman's freedom was a stark reminder of the heinous crime he committed. He was convicted of the 2022 murder of his girlfriend, Delilah Grayson, a crime that shocked the community. In October 2024, Guzman was sentenced to life in prison for his brutal actions. He was found guilty of both murder and assault by strangulation, painting a picture of a violent and calculated crime. The details of Grayson's death are chilling. She was found lifeless in a bathtub, the victim of Guzman's rage. His release reopened deep wounds for those who knew and loved her. Sheriff Allen responded swiftly, activating the fugitive squad to track down Guzman. Recognizing the urgency and potential danger, he also contacted local law enforcement agencies for assistance. The U.S. Marshal Service was brought in to leverage their resources and expertise in locating and apprehending fugitives. The search quickly expanded beyond state lines as investigators worked tirelessly to pinpoint Guzman's location. Guzman's trail led investigators to Ocoee, Florida, where he was apprehended on Friday morning. The arrest was carried out by the U.S. Marshal Service without incident, bringing a sense of relief to a tense situation. The U.S. Marshal Service's Southeast Regional Task Force played a crucial role in the successful apprehension. Guzman is currently being held in Florida, awaiting extradition back to Georgia. Michael Sonthavale, deputy commander of the agency's Florida Caribbean Regional Fugitive Task Force, emphasized the commitment to bringing fugitives to justice. His team's dedication was instrumental in Guzman's swift capture. The mistaken release of Kathan Guzman inflicted immeasurable pain and distress on Delilah Grayson's family. The thought of her murderer being free, even for a short time, was a terrifying prospect. Christina Grayson, Delilah's mother, expressed the fear and anxiety that gripped her family upon learning of Guzman's release. The news shattered any sense of peace they had managed to find after the trial. In response to the threat, increased security measures were implemented in Christina Grayson's neighborhood. Law enforcement took the family's concerns seriously, providing a visible presence to deter any potential harm. The family was forced to sleep in shifts, constantly on alert and fearing for their safety. The emotional toll of Guzman's release was immense, forcing them to relive the trauma of Delilah's murder. Deputies patrolled her neighborhood, providing a sense of security, but the fear remained palpable. The family felt vulnerable and exposed, their lives once again disrupted by Guzman's actions. Adding to the family's distress, Christina Grayson wasn't informed about her daughter's murderer being on the loose until Tuesday, days after his release. This lack of communication compounded her anxiety and sense of betrayal. Grayson felt like she was a sitting duck, unaware of the danger lurking just beyond her doorstep. The failure to promptly notify her of Guzman's release was a critical oversight that exacerbated her trauma. The circumstances surrounding Guzman's release are currently under intense investigation. Authorities are determined to uncover the root cause of the error and prevent similar incidents from happening in the future. Potential disciplinary actions, including employee terminations, are pending as the investigation unfolds. Accountability is paramount to ensure that those responsible for the mistake are held accountable for their actions. Clayton County District Attorney Tasha Mosley expressed her disappointment and frustration over the incident. She emphasized the importance of accuracy and diligence in the criminal justice system. Mosley stressed that all necessary paperwork had been correctly submitted by her office, indicating a breakdown in procedures within the jail. The focus of the investigation is now on identifying where the system failed. The Georgia Office of Victim Services discovered it couldn't locate Guzman in the corrections system, raising further questions about the communication breakdown. This lack of information contributed to the delay in recognizing the error. Mosley said her employees then checked the jail's computer system, confirming that Guzman should have been in custody. The discovery triggered the immediate notification to the sheriff's office and the start of the search. Mosley stated, "I have no idea why they released this man," underscoring the baffling nature of the mistake. The investigation aims to provide answers and prevent future errors. Sheriff Allen has stated that disciplinary actions are pending and firings are on the table, demonstrating a commitment to holding those responsible accountable. The consequences of such a grave error must be significant to deter future negligence. Adding a bizarre twist to the story, Guzman reportedly told someone after being freed that God is good. This statement reveals a disturbing lack of remorse and a delusional belief in his own innocence. He apparently believed his release was the result of a higher power, further highlighting his detachment from reality. This mindset underscores the danger he posed while at large and the importance of his swift recapture. The fact that Guzman attributed his freedom to divine intervention is chilling, suggesting a complete lack of accountability for his actions. This distorted perception makes him an even greater threat to society. The entire incident serves as a stark reminder of the potential for human error within the criminal justice system and the devastating consequences that can result. It also highlights the importance of vigilance, accountability, and unwavering support for victims and their families. Call to action. This case underscores the critical need for systemic improvements within our criminal justice system. We urge you to contact your local representatives and demand increased oversight and accountability in correctional facilities. Support organizations that advocate for victims' rights and work to prevent future tragedies. Share this story to raise awareness and help ensure that such errors are never repeated. Together, we can work towards a safer and more just society for all.